The general algebraic expression for a cubic polynomial is p of x is equal to a x cube plus bx x square plus cx plus d, where a not equal to 0. To find the zeros of a cubic polynomial, you have to group these two terms and these two terms. Okay, in this video I will take two examples to explain you how to find the zeros for a cubic polynomial. In first example, you will be able to find a common term while grouping the terms. In second example, we will find the zeros of a polynomial for which you cannot find any common factor while grouping the terms. Okay, let us start. Example 1. Let cubic polynomial p of x is given as x cube plus 2x square minus 4x minus 8. Okay. In previous video, we have studied that a cubic polynomial can be expressed as the product of a number and three linear polynomials. Also, we studied that a cubic polynomial has three relationships between zeros and quotients. If you didn't, please watch the video. I have given the link in the description. Okay. So, this is a cubic polynomial. So, it can be expressed as a product of three numbers. To find the zeros, first we have to group the terms. Just group these two terms and these two terms. Okay. Check whether you are able to find a common factor or not. Observe here. If you take x square, there will be a factor of x plus 2. Is it not? That you will observe x square into x plus 2. This can be expressed as x square into x plus 2. Whereas this, if you take minus 4 as a common, here you can write it as minus 4 into x plus 2. So, x plus 2 is the common factor in these two grouping terms. So, we can proceed. Take x square as common, you will get x plus 2 minus 4 into x plus 2. This is equal to x plus 2 is common, take it common, and this into x square minus 4. Okay. X plus 2 into x square minus 4 is nothing but of the form a square minus b square, algebraic expression. This is equal to a plus b into a minus b, right? So, using this algebraic expression, we can express this as x minus 2 into x plus 2. So, we got three linear polynomials with a number 1. Okay. First we have verified. Next, if x is 0 of polynomial p of x, then p of x is equal to 0. Is it not? So, p of x, the polynomial given is x cube plus 2x square minus 4x minus 8 equal to 0. We expressed it as a product of a number and three linear polynomials, right? Just write down here x plus 2 into x minus 2 into x plus 2 equal to 0. Okay. Now, let us find the zeros. X plus 2 is equal to 0. X is equal to minus 2. X minus 2 equal to 0. X is equal to 2. Again, x plus 2 equal to 0. You will get x is equal to minus 2. So, we got three zeros. Minus 2, 2 and minus 2. As it is a cubic polynomial, you should get three zeros. Is it not? Minus 2, 2, 2. It is also verified. That is, let us take alpha is equal to minus 2, beta is equal to 2, gamma is equal to minus 2. These alpha, beta, zeros we have taken for a general algebraic expression. You might have learnt in previous video. Is it not? If you watch that previous video, you will get an idea of alpha, beta, gamma. Okay, now calculate alpha plus beta plus gamma equal to minus 2 plus 2 minus 2 equal to minus 2. This can be written as by 1. Is it not? This is nothing but minus of 2 is quotient of x square. It is nothing but b. Is it not? B by a. Now calculate alpha, beta, gamma. That is minus 2 into 2 into minus 2. You will get 4 into 2, that is 8. This can be written as minus of minus 8 by 1. Is it not? Minus into minus becomes plus. This is equal to minus of d by a. D is nothing but it is constant term. In general algebraic expression we have taken as a d. Is it not? As an alphabet d. So I have written minus d by a. Next, alpha beta gamma alpha plus gamma beta is equal to minus 2 into 2 plus 2 into minus 2 plus 2 plus 2 in minus 2 into 2. Beta is 2, right? So you will get minus 4 and minus 4. Sorry, here plus 4 and here minus 4. You will get minus 4. Is it not? Minus 4 can be written as minus 4 by 1. This is nothing but it is the quotient of x. Okay, we have taken in general algebraic expression as c. Is it not? Write down here c by a. So we have verified the three relations which we got in the general algebraic expression, cubic algebraic expression, as alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, alpha beta gamma is equal to minus d by a, alpha beta plus gamma beta is equal to c by a. Those three relations we got same as in the case of general algebraic expression for a cubic polynomial. We have verified that this problem can be expressed as the product of a number and three linear polynomials, and we got 3 zeros and we verified 3 relationships same which we got in the general cubic polynomials. Hence verification is done. Now let us see the second example. Suppose the polynomial is given as x cube minus 7x square plus 4x plus 12. If you group these two terms and these plus 12, okay? If you group these two terms and these two terms, you can observe that there is no common factor. Is it not? Then verify by taking x is equal to each number, real numbers 0, 1, minus 1, 2, minus 2. We have to take in the place of x these numbers and check where the polynomial p of x becomes 0, because then only the x becomes the 0 of the cubic polynomial. Okay. So if you take x is equal to 0, you can observe a constant term 12 is there. So this becomes 0, but you will be left with the constant term 12. So there is no use of using 0. Okay. Now let us take 1. P of 1 is equal to 1 minus 7 plus 4 plus 12. That is in place of x I have taken 1. This is equal to this becomes 10. So as it is not 0, 1 cannot be 0 of this polynomial. Now let us take p of minus 1. It becomes minus 1 whole cube minus 7 of minus 1 whole square plus 4 into minus 1 plus 12. This is equal to minus 1. Minus 1 whole square becomes plus 1. So this will be minus 7. This becomes minus 4 plus 12. Is it not? This is equal to minus 1, 7 minus 4. If you count all these numbers, it becomes minus 12 plus 12. This is equal to 0. So we got p of minus 1 equal to 0. then x becomes, as the polynomial is 0, this becomes the 0 of the polynomial, is it not? So we can write x is equal to minus 1. If x is equal to minus 1, then x plus 1 is a factor of polynomial p of x, as we studied in previous videos. Okay, if you watch those videos of quadratic and cubic, you will get an idea how this became the factor of polynomial p of x. Okay, we got one factor. Now we have to get two more factors, that is two more linear polynomials. For that, you have to split the quotient of the terms of x square and terms of 4x, that is terms of x, such that you will have a common factor as x plus 1 in each grouping. Understood? You have to split the quotient of x square such that while grouping you should get x plus 1 as a common factor. Similarly, the term of x, you have to split it so that you will get the common factor in each grouping terms. Okay, there is a trick. Observe the trick how I am splitting it. It will be useful for you. See, I got x plus 1 as a factor. Here given polynomial is x cube. So I will multiply this x plus 1 with x square. Then I will get x cube plus x square. Is it not? So here it is minus 7. Here it is 1. So to get minus 7, if I write here minus of 8x square, that is 1 minus 8 is 7, is it not? I will simply write minus 8x square. Okay. Now I will directly go to the last constant term, leaving this term. This is 12, is it not? If I have to get x plus 1 as a common factor, then I have to write it as 12x plus 12. Okay. Here next I will check the quotient of x. Here it is 4. So I have written 12. To get 4, I have to write here minus 8x. Is it not? 12 minus 8, I will get 4, right? So I will directly write minus 8x. So I have splitted the terms of quotient x square, terms of x square and terms of x. Now I will take x square in common here. I will get x plus 1 as a factor. Okay. I am grouping these two terms and these two terms. Here I will get minus 8x into x plus 1 plus 12 into x plus 1. So x plus 1 is common factor for this whole terms. Okay. X plus 1 into x square minus 8x plus 12. Now I will find the factors of this polynomial, quadratic polynomial. Okay. X square minus 8x plus 12. I will find first factors of this polynomial, quadratic polynomial. It is a quadratic polynomial, so we have to, as this cannot be expressed as a square of a number, we have to multiply these two and find the factors. Here I am getting 12. Factors of 12 are 6 and 2. Is it not? Minus 6, minus 2. If you add those two, you will get 8. So I will split this middle term. Minus 6x minus 2x plus 12. Now I will take x as common. I will get x minus 6 minus 2 into x minus 6. Is it on minus 2 into x minus 6, minus 2 into minus 2x, minus into minus plus 12. Okay. This is equal to x minus 2 into x minus 6. Therefore, for the polynomial p of x, we got x plus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 6. Okay. We got these three linear polynomials, and we expressed a polynomial as a product of a number and 3 linear polynomials. Given polynomial is, so if x is a 0 of polynomial p of x, then p of x is equal to 0. So we can write this as x plus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 6 is equal to 0. Now we have to find the values of x. X plus 1 is equal to 0, you will get x is equal to minus 1. X minus 2 equal to 0, you will get x is equal to 2. X minus 6 is equal to 0, you will get x is equal to 6. Now we got 3 zeros as we have already explained in the general cubic polynomial. So it is a cubic polynomial, we got 3 zeros. Now let us take alpha is equal to minus 1, beta is equal to 2, gamma is equal to 6. For no confusion, so that while calculating the alpha plus beta plus gamma, I have simply written x value alpha is equal to minus beta, beta is equal to 2, gamma is equal to 6. Let us calculate alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus 1 plus 2 plus 6. You will get 7. 7 can be written as minus of minus 7 by 1, is it not? This is nothing but quotient of x square, that is b by a. Now calculate alpha, beta, gamma. This is equal to minus 1 into 2 into 6. This is equal to, you will get minus 12. Is it not? This can be written as minus 12 by 1. This is nothing but minus d by a, as 12 is constant term in the given polynomial. We have taken in general algebraic expression as d. So I have written as minus d by a. Now calculate alpha beta gamma alpha plus gamma beta. This is equal to minus 1 into 2 plus minus 1 into 6 plus 2 into 6. This is equal to minus 2 minus 6 plus 12. This is equal to 4. Okay. 4 is nothing but quotient of x. In general algebraic expression we have denoted it as c. We have taken the quotient of x as c. So write down here c, and here 4 can be written as by 1. Is it not? So it is c by a. We got all the three relations same as we have got in the relationship between zeros and quotients for a general cubic polynomial. We have verified that this cubic polynomial can be expressed as a product of number and 3 linear polynomials. We got 3 zeros and we verified that it has 3 relations. The 3 relations are same as for general cubic polynomial. Please like, share and subscribe for more videos on more concepts. Thank you.